Open your book to page 420, and let's go to example 1a. When you have fraction like x over 5, okay, what you need to do is you need to check for excluded value. Excluded value means a value that you're not allowed to have. And that means the way to do that is by looking at the denominator. The denominator cannot equal to 0. So like this one, the denominator is 5, so it's not going to be equal to 0. So in this case, there would be no excluded value. So this one had no excluded value. That means every value that you have for x is going to be good. Okay, so again, all you have to do is look at the denominator and figure what way make it equal to 0, and that is not allowed. So if you go to b, you have 4x plus 1 over x plus 2. So in this case, x cannot equal to -2. So -2 is excluded. So -2 is excluded value because when x equal to -2, you have -2 plus 2 will give you 0, and you're not allowed to have a 0 in the denominator, okay, because you will make undefined. Okay. Now another way to write this is you just write x cannot equal to -2. Okay, that's easier to write. Okay, now you go to c, you got x squared plus 1 over x squared plus 3x minus 4. So what you need to do is, this one is not as obvious, so you need to go and do the factoring on the bottom, and again you go through the steps, right? Step 1, common factor, step 2, special factor, cubes, and then you go to master product. So you start with 1 comma -4, and from here you can see you need to get 4 comma -1. Okay, so break it down. So this is going to becomes, so this is going to becomes x squared plus 1. Again, when you're looking for excluded value, don't worry about what's on the top. The top, it does not matter. Okay, so on the bottom, you're going to get x plus 4, x minus 1. So your excluded value would be -4 and 1. So x cannot equal to -4 and cannot equal to 1. Okay, because when x equal to 1, it will make this equal to 0, and so cannot. And this one, if your x equal to -4, will make this equal to 0. So either one, when you multiply, you're going to end up with 0, and that's not allowed. Okay, so again, these are your excluded value. It means the values that you're not allowed to have for x. Okay, now let's go to d. You got 7 over x. In this case, x cannot equal to 0. Okay, so again, 0 is excluded value. When you go to e, you got 1/2. So in this case, there's no variable. When there's no variable, you got 2, right? 2 is it will never equal to 0. Okay, so therefore that one would be no excluded value.